trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Straight ahead, Walker. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
A gain of 15. 1st down Seahawks.
Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Up the middle, here's Walker. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. You look at this Niner defense. They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let him dink and dunk all day long.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Howell. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now to the ground, here's Walker. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Riq Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. 1st down, Howell to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? They go play action with Howell. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Nick Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howell. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, we're good, we're good. That's up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls. Complete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 30 yards there.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Walker now on 1st and 10. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Drake Jackson He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Jerome Baker in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. They'll throw now on the final play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it. So I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Powell's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here is 3rd and 5. Powell from the gun.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdown. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
That's taken on the 25. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, give themselves real.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
3 quarters have come and gone.
Let's go.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, late in this game, he wants a football in his hands. He's had a good day. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Howell completing the quick throw out wide.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Walker with another carry.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. He'll find Metcalf. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing here, Howell. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Line to the left, and the lead will hold at 10.
Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 62 yards. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Howell will throw it. Flush to his right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Howell on the QB sneak. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They go quickly here out to Moore. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey pushing through the contact. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Track to 60.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this one is right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past,
So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
and you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Foul down to throw it.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and it certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Let's get that preparation started now.
So for the Niners, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.